In 2013, Captain Treacherous gave trainer Tony Alagna his first Meadowlands Pace win. This year he sends out 3 horses in the 2020 Meadowlands Pace final. We stopped by his farm this week to see how he felt about his 3 contenders. Let's start with Captain Kirk. He showed us talent in the beginning of his 2-year-old year. You shut this one down earlier than the other ones, but he seems to have come back strong at 3.
Yeah, we took him to Lexington after the Metro. He had some stake races there, but you know, I talked to Myron Bell, and he actually said, why don't we just put that horse away for the year and give him some extra time to grow up, because he was such a big 2-year-old and he showed us enough talent, but you could tell he just was a little too immature to go to the next level, and it really seems to have paid off.
This guy impressed a lot of people in his elimination. Saved ground up the inside, 25-2, fastest last quarter of the race. What were your impressions on his performance?
You know, I thought he was sitting on a big race. The way he raced his first start back, you know, being second to Splash Brother and 48 and change right off the bat. You know, he had a really nice qualifier. I mean, like I told everybody, he went in 49 and as easy as a horse can do it. And, you know, it looked like he was sitting on a big race, and, you know, he showed that. So,
how did he come out of that race?
He came out of it great, so we're very happy with it. The next day he was super, you know, jogged back great. You got to see this morning on the track. He's, you know, full of play, and really feels good coming into the race.
After that superb performance, there was no reward in the draw. He will start from post 10.
Yeah, you know, it's a tough draw for us, of course, but, you know, we'll just have to make the best of it, and hopefully, you know, there'll be enough speed up front that he can get into the action a little bit. You know, Poppy Rob's had nothing but bad trips as well, with bad post positions, and, you know, he's been relatively close at the wire every start, so hopefully we can do the same.
Let's move on to Captain Barbosa. Brian looked like he had a nice hold on him coming around that last turn. Tried to move to the outside, but then the inside opened up, and when he aimed him for that open space, he really took off pacing.
Yeah, he really was good. I mean, I think Brian was, you know, very impressed with how he finished up. He never even took his plugs out. You know, he didn't have a chance. You know, by the time he got navigated through, you know, he wasn't going to get any more than he already got. But, you know, he was very happy with the horse and the way he raced, and no changes going into next week, and he came out of the race in good shape as well.
From the trio you do send behind the gate Saturday night, Captain Barbosa did draw the best of them. What were your initial thoughts when you saw those 3?
Yeah, you know, I mean, that's a great spot. You know, any horse that can grab the 3 hole in that race going for that kind of money, you know, you got to be happy with that. So, you know, we had you know, 3 horses in there. We had a 30% shot of one of them drawing bad, of course, or even more than that, because we had be 40% because the other Tall Dark Stranger was going to be guaranteed not to get the 10 hole. So, you know, one of them had to get it. Just unfortunately, it was Captain Kirk.
Let's move on to Captain Midnight. He had a really nice campaign in Canada at the age of 2. Added Lasix his first start of 2020. Had a really strong performance. What did you think about that one?
Yeah, I was thrilled to death the way he raced his first start. You know, he was tremendous right off the layoff. You know, he didn't get stretched out at the Meadowlands. He did both his qualifiers here. But, you know, he's a quality horse, and he showed that last year. And, you know, he was very competitive against the top 2 colts, Tall Dark Stranger and Poppy Rob Hanover. So I expect good things out of him this year, and we'll see what happens.
Let's talk about that elimination. He left from post 9, but there just wasn't a seat for him when the gate pulled in.
Yeah, you know, the plan was to try to leave out of there and get a seat, but, you know, when you got to be top 8, nobody's wanting to give up any space. You know, I understand that completely, and, you know, he had a really tough trip, but he hung in there really tough. He just, unfortunately, you know, didn't get in the top 8, but we'll see what happens with that.
Is this one that can be versatile? He does start from post 7.
Yeah, he can do it either way. I mean, you know, he can go from off the pace, whatever you need to do with him. That's one of the strong things about him, is he is very versatile.
2020 hasn't been normal. How challenging was it to find races to make sure these guys had 1 or 2 under their belt before the elimination?
It was very challenging this year, you know, to no fault of anybody's, other than, you know, what we're all dealing with COVID, because, you know, Captain Kirk, horse that fit non-winners of 2 and couldn't get a start non-winners of 2 and had to qualify. So, you know, you never see that going into these races. And, you know, it's just, it's amazing the amount of money that the miles these horses are going in with no money on their card. You know, I was looking this morning, Captain Barbosa's went 2 miles and 48, and he's got $9,500 on his card. So, you know, when you have that, it makes it very tough to, you know, to get money on our card. Hopefully they get a big payday on Saturday.
3 horses going into the final, all sired by a horse that gave you your first pace. How special is that?
It's very special. You know, we thought that the horse could be a game changer, and I think he has been. You know, the colts and fillies, 2 and 3-year-olds. His first crop's only 4, and, you know, he's done amazing things so far. And, you know, we're looking forward to, you know, the best ahead of him. So we're very excited. I feel great. I feel like the horses are all in good shape, you know, and that's the best I can hope for. You know, like I say, they're fresh. Everybody, I think, is in a very similar situation because we all have about the same amount of starts. So I think it's going to be a very even playing field as far as who's going behind the gate on Saturday night.